Happy Friday, all you beautiful radio listeners. Thank you for dropping in on our little happy hour. We appreciate you listening. If you're watching on YouTube, here's a hand gesture just for you. You're welcome. YouTubers, feel free to hit us up on the chat. If you're listening on the radio, 105.1 FM, 1080 AM. If you're online at 1051thefan.com, odyssey.com, you're on the Odyssey app. You ask your smart speaker to, hey, see if you can find a couple dorks to get me through the last day of my week so I can get to my weekend and spend it with my actual family and people that care about me. We're glad you're here, too. Use the text line. It's 503-2GO-FAN. That's 503-864-6326. Use it. Use the fan text line to share your thoughts, ask questions, solicit advice, or use it to answer me this, dear listeners. Have you seen the movie One Battle After Another?
Yup.
Okay, I haven't seen it. But I saw a theory that I'm curious about. It's on my watch list, but we watch a lot of kids' movies at my house. Tonight, big party. Zootopia 2. We've got 9-year-olds from all around the area showing up at our house. We're going to hunker down, eat some pizza, make some popcorn, watch some Zootopia 2. That's the life that I live. You're a young man. I need you to tell me if this theory has any validity. You know who Tyreek Withers is?
I do not.
The movie Him. It's one of the Wayans brothers, and I have not watched that movie, but that's apparently that's what the guy's from. I don't know if he looks familiar to you. Okay, you're with me?
Yep, with you.
He has a theory that One Battle After Another is the exact same plot structure as Pixar's Finding Nemo.
Oh, I did see this.
Okay. Is this a true thing? Do I need to watch One Battle After Another? I've seen Finding Nemo. Am I all set? Help me out here. I don't know.
It's kind of, that's like saying, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou is the Odyssey.
Yeah.
A lot of parallels.
Sure.
Not quite the same movie.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Well, yes. I mean, Leonardo DiCaprio and Benicio del Toro are not the same as Albert Brooks and whatever kid plays Nemo. Is that, or who's the, Ellen DeGeneres? Yeah. So you're saying not the same thing. Different energy in the performances?
No, it's the fact that it has the same. God, it's gonna ruin the movie for me.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay. So there is something
There's
there.
enough there where.
So the question is, now that I know this, can I go and enjoy the movie? Did it ruin it for me? And did I just ruin it for everybody that's listening that has never seen One Battle After Another? Or did I ruin it for everybody that hasn't seen Finding Nemo? Which, that's probably your fault at this point.
I think it's still a really big stretch.
All right.
But, yeah, there are some parallels.
All right. I just wanted to check on it. It's not something that I'm aware of. If you're listening, text us. Let us know what you think on that so we can, evaluate how to move forward with this new information that we have.
It shouldn't ruin your movie experience whatsoever.
Am I going to be okay to watch Zootopia 2 tonight, knowing this information about those two movies?
I am so excited for that movie.
Are you really?
I am. Like, I've been waiting all week going,
yeah.
I'm waiting until I got 2.5 hours on my hand.
It's on streaming. Well, we're gonna have
a cartoon.
We're gonna have screaming kids to watch the streaming movie, so it should be fun at the Anderson household tonight. I know you all will be jealous, and then I will get in trouble for watching the World Baseball Classic on my phone during the movie. So just so you know what I've got going on later, try not to be jealous. I do need to tell you about something that's happening next week. Casey, I don't know if you're aware of this. Fan Madness is back. Join the Fan Thursday, March 19th, Friday, March 20th. That is the Friday the 20th. That's a week from today. Today is Friday the 13th. Plus 7 equals 20, March 20th. It'll be two of the most exciting days of basketball. It'll be at Tom's Watch Bar. It'll be inside the A&A Casino, which is in the town of Ridgefield. Dirt and Sprague, The Firm, Happy Hour, Primetime with Isaac and Suk, all broadcasting live throughout the day. Do not miss a minute of the action. Play hooky with the Fan. Brought to you by A&A, Window Nation, George McCoy at Warren Allen Attorneys at Law, Cricket Wireless, video only, March 19th and 20th at the A&A Casino Resort. Do it. Do it to it. Do it. That's all I have to say. It's official. I don't know if you've heard. Kyler Murray has signed a 1-year deal to be a Minnesota Viking. Let's go! There are very, very mixed reactions. That's the only reason that I'm bringing this up as early in the show as I am. You're obviously on the grown side, yeah? Would you rather have him in Pittsburgh? Is that what you're upset
that's
about?
What I'm about to say.
What about Will Howard? I thought you loved Will Howard.
I do love Will Howard.
You're probably going to end up with Kirk Cousins, aren't you? You're either going to get Aaron Rodgers or Kirk Cousins, but you can get them 2 weeks before the season starts because A-Rod ain't going to say nothing until we get closer to the season. You are going to be sitting there just in purgatory, and then they're going to be like, I guess he's not coming back. Kirkers! And he's going to come out, and that's what you're going to get.
Oh, Kirky.
Oh, Kirkers! And he's going to come out and play for Mike McCarthy and the Pittsburgh Steelers. All these years of Mike Tomlin, and finally you're like, I think it might be time to move on from this guy. 19 years and just playoff appearance. That's not good enough for us. We're the Steelers. Let's switch some things up. Mike McCarthy, you're welcome. Pumped about this?
I'm very happy for Kyler.
Yankees are running it back. The Steelers are mixing it up. What are your other teams? Oh, Blazers, how they doing? Looking good?
Again, I'm a declared Hornets fan.
That's right. That's a good point. I forgot about that. All right. Well, I'll tell you, if you're playing NBA Jam, the Hornets, Muggsy Bogues, Alonzo Mourning, Larry Johnson, let's get some of that. When those jerseys came out, too, they might have ruined the NBA for 5 or 6 years because everybody needed a redesign of their uniforms.
And then everyone started copying pinstripes.
The worst one. Well, the Rockets have those weird pinstripes because the Magic and Hornets both came in with the pinstripes, and they both looked really good with them.
The Pacers as well.
But the Pacers didn't come into the league. They added the pinstripes. I don't think they did. I mean, if you go way back, they had like the wraparound. They didn't have pinstripes until the Magic and the Hornets showed up with the pinstripes. Right? Yeah, that's got to be right. Anyways, you weren't even born yet. What do you know? And then you have like the worst victim of the NBA refresh. Detroit Pistons. Man, did they look terrible. Ooh. It's real bad. Real bad. So, Kyler Murray going to the Vikings. Here's what pissed me off about his little introductory press conference. Did you hear what he said?
No, I didn't.
Apparently, he's a lifelong Vikings fan. And I'm like, oh, he can go and be the guy that saves this team. And he's been a fan his whole life and been through the misery and knows what it's like to toil over it. And then he said, yeah, when I was a kid, I remember crying when I watched Brett Favre throw that interception in 2009. You're not even old enough to have misery. Hasn't this guy been in the league like 10 years? I just felt so old. All he did was make me feel old. Here I am, a little kid crying in 2009. Now, I know that you're a very young person, Casey, but you have to understand. Somebody told me, they tell you as you age, you're going to feel old when all the players are younger than you. Well, I've already passed that. I'm at the point where a lot of the coaches are younger than me. And now you have people playing almost entirely that were born after I graduated from high school. That's tough. That is really tough. Luckily, am I a LeBron fan? No. Do I want to hang on to ever? Yes. Because he's one of those guys, and I can say, oh, yeah, I've been watching him, his whole career or whatever. So the longer he holds on. When he retires, it's all going to be 20-somethings. Everybody's going to be born in 2000. I graduated from high school in 1999. Poor Kyler Murray in 2009, just balling over his poor Brett Favre-led Minnesota Vikings. He didn't even remember the Randy Moss days. Forget the 70s. He doesn't even remember. It's tough. It's tough. You have something to say, young punk whippersnapper?
All of the NBA players are about my age right now. Again, Cade Cunningham is, I think, a few days younger than I am.
Yeah.
I haven't quite gotten there with football. And it's because of the COVID years that I'm thankful that these 26 and 27-year-old
It was
Again,
it,
players who have been playing for 4 years.
it was a tough transition going from the oldest coach in the league for my Seattle Seahawks. He won us a Super Bowl, great. They hired a 38-year-old. I think he's 38 now. He might have been 36 when he got hired. They hired a 38-year-old and he just won a Super Bowl. And you're like, good job, kid. It's weird thing the way that we watch.
38.
Sport. Yeah, 38 now. That's what I'm saying. So he's 36 when he got hired. Just won a Super Bowl at 38. 6 years my junior. It's a weird thing. So, congratulations, Kyler Murray. Congratulations to Vikings fans. Better than J.J. McCarthy.
I think that's the message. It's not J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing that the league is facing. Everybody wants to find the next Sam Darnold. You have to remember that the Seahawks have been trying this little strategy for a very long time. They went Matt Flynn. They drafted Russell Wilson in the 3rd round. They held on to him longer than I think they wanted to. Then they went Geno. They tried out Drew Lock in spots. They left him, brought him back. Then they got Sam Darnold. So if you get it on your first try, congratulations. But I don't think that's the way it worked. And guess what? If 12 teams decide they're going to go after a rebuild project at the quarterback position, Tua in Atlanta and Kyler in Minnesota and whoever else, wherever else.
Tua in Atlanta?
They can't. Didn't I say Tua in Atlanta?
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Kyler in Minnesota, Tua in Atlanta. If 5 teams do it, 4 of them are going to lose. At least. Probably 5. Okay, let's do some In Case You Missed It, shall we? In case you missed it, the Big 12 Conference is officially abandoning its new high-tech glass LED floor and bringing back traditional hardwood for the rest of the Big 12 Conference tournament. Apparently, the multi-million-dollar Court of the Future had one minor technical flaw. The players couldn't stand up on it. It's a pretty embarrassing moment for the Big 12 commissioner, Brett Yormark, but it's a huge win for the new owner of Springfield Township, New Jersey's coolest family room floor, Brett Yormark. So, when life gives you lemonade, come check it out. Where's the TV? The floor, man. It's the TV. I don't know if that's what he sounds like. In case you missed it, Thunder guard Shai Gilgeous-Alexander made history by breaking Wilt Chamberlain's record for the most consecutive 20-point games. People are acting like breaking any of Wilt's records is impossible. It's so dumb, especially if you care about winning. SGA gets a 2nd championship, and he's already tied with Wilt. Can we just calm down on it? He only had 2.
Wow, I didn't even
Only had... And look, the records that Wilt will hold on to ever are all off the court. You know what I'm talking about. If his stories are true, no man alive is even on pace to help more cats out of trees without a ladder than Wilt the Stimmett. I mean, that guy, you think he was good on the court? Good Samaritan of the Year every year running. Until he died. In case you missed it, Celtics forward Jaylen Brown ripped the NBA for rewarding foul-baiting floppers after losing to the Thunder, even wondering aloud if he needs to start falling around just to get whistles. Please, dude. You're too proud to admit you're going bald. You think you have it in you to pretend that a 157-pound Chet Holmgren knocked you off your spot? Give me a break. Couldn't flop if you wanted to. Is that an insult? I don't know. Is that it? You're too tough to flop?
Don't have it in your guts.
You don't have it. You don't have what it takes to flop like a Canadian. We should probably make fun of that more. In case you missed it, Miami Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra fiercely defended his decision to intentionally foul late in a blowout just so Bam Adebayo could score 83 points in a game. Spoelstra said, "I apologize to no one. Period. You have to go for it." You know, earlier this week, I was very critical of the Heat, but Spoelstra has convinced me. I like his attitude. I think the world would be a much better place if more people decided what they want, then gave it everything they have to finish second for an absolutely worthless statistical category. I think that's what the world needs now. More terrible basketball. In case you missed it, new Saints running back Travis Etienne just revealed that we've been pronouncing his name wrong for the last decade. Apparently, he got so tired of correcting people at Clemson that he just decided to let the entire world be wrong until he moved back to Louisiana. And now he wants us to say it correctly. It's a bold move. Most people correct you on the first day, but the new Saint waited 4 years of college, a Heisman Trophy run, 4 years in the NFL before saying it's actually Travivius Etienne. So turns out there's a second V in there that's invisible. Travivius Etienne. So if we could get that right moving forward, that would be super duper. And finally, in case you missed it, recently retired LSU gymnastics star Livy Dunn is making her professional acting debut as an enthusiastic junior lifeguard in the upcoming Fox reboot of Baywatch. Let's go. Who says Hollywood can't come up with new ideas? Sure, they've done Baywatch before, multiple times, but they've never done it with a former gymnastics star. They've had a former playmate and a former soap star, a guy who was a massive recording artist in Germany, another playmate, one of the girls from Charles in Charge, one of the ladies from Melrose Place, Jessie from Saved by the Bell, Aquaman, Bryan Cranston's, and Shaggy, but never a former gymnastics star. So this is a totally original idea. Casey, did you hear how Livy Dunn's screen test went?
How'd it go?
She stole all the skeins. Hey-o! Come on! You like that one. All the skeins.
That was fine.
Okay, thank you. Hey, at 2:30 we normally have a comedian on Fridays, but we got stood up. We had it secured yesterday, so I thought, but apparently never got back to the people. So we're going to do it ourselves. We'll probably talk a little bit of golf. I keep watching the players. Why on earth do we settle on 4 majors? This would be the 5th major. Can we just? Right now, we need to get to all the moves and things happening in the NFL. We got a Blazers game tonight. Pretty exciting. What's going on with the Seahawks? We do it all in the Daily Buzz. That is next on Happy Hour. It's 105.1 The Fan.
season.
Well, everybody was getting nervous because the Seattle Seahawks hadn't signed any free agents. They'd just been re-signing their guys. Well, rest assured, the running back room has made an addition. Emmanuel Wilson, that turned the tables for you. Feeling pretty good about it. You lose the Super Bowl MVP. You pick up a Green Bay Packers backup. Let's go!
We talked about Keaton Mitchell yesterday.
We did talk about Keaton Mitchell.
Same guy.
Yeah, this is somebody that has a little bit more size, good feet, runs heavy, can be a good addition to it. Now, here's a couple things that I want to point out. One, John Schneider was talking about this move, and I was a little interested. I don't know who Emmanuel Wilson is, so I listened to an interview that John Schneider does. One thing he said, that Zach Charbonnet is right on course. Surgery went really well. His recovery is going to be fine. He said nobody has more dedication and a better work ethic that he's ever worked with than Zach Charbonnet. So at some point, you will get him back next year. You hope that he has. Here's the other thing that Mr. Snyder pointed out in the interview. George Holani was near perfect as a third down back in replacement of Charbonnet. In pass protection, he had a huge third down pickup in the Super Bowl, had big plays, played really, really well in the NFC Championship game. So if you look at the running back room that they have, I think a lot of people are looking at George Holani and just thinking, that was their third back and this is what it was. He earned his spot on that team. There was a lot of good guys that came through there and then they tried out, and he was really good in the spot duty that he got. So I think from the interview, there's a couple things that I get. They really like the guys they already have, and they're adding somebody that has good upside potential and a different running style than they already have. Another guy that was really good at the end of 2024 that was out last year with an injury, Kenny McIntosh. So a guy with a couple national championships, I believe, playing for Georgia, and now having an opportunity maybe to let him get out there and do what he does. Really good receiver out of the backfield and somebody that can go out and be one of those game-breaking, big play guys in an offense that should have weapons that are going to make you look all over the field. JSN going this way, Rashid Shaheed going that way, A.J. Barner, whether he's doing the barnyard tush push or out there turning into the receiver that he was at the end of the year, which was a lot better than he was at the beginning of the year. And now you got a running back room that I kind of like, and it sounds like John Schneider really likes. So I'm good with that.
The Buzz.
The Seahawks also brought back DeAnthony Bell in free agency, so this was somebody that was on the Seahawks roster, but coming back. They also released cornerback Tyler Hall. Who's Tyler Hall? I have no idea. It's just in the article, and I can see his name there. I don't know that he ever made any impact, so a couple other moves. They've also finished up their entire coaching staff, so no other moves. A guy named Daniel Stern, no, not that Daniel Stern, was the final piece that they added to that. Do I know who he is? I do not, but it sounds like he worked with the Baltimore Ravens network that Mike McDonald is plugged into. So there you have it. You got a coaching staff. You got a running back room. Do you know, with all the guys going away from the Seattle Seahawks in free agency, do you know how many starters they lost?
I'm going to guess 6.
2.
Be Reek Woolen and...
Well, Reek Woolen kind of lost his job at one point. Kobe Bryant also was replaced by Ty Okada. Kobe Bryant and Kenneth Walker.
Right.
That's it. So Josh Jobe was actually your starting outside corner for most of the final stretch, and Reek was playing nickel. He played well, and they used a lot of nickel. But, yeah, so depending on how you look at it, maybe 3. But either way, on either side of the ball, they did not lose a whole lot because Josh Jobe, Devin Witherspoon were your outside corners for most of the year. And Witherspoon was hurt early in the season, if you remember. And so Reek Wallen got a lot of extra playing time when he was out, when Nicky Manwari was out. So there's plenty of opportunity for guys to kind of move around in that secondary. But, yeah, not losing a whole lot of first-line guys. And a little bit of depth, but I think it's replaceable. So it'll be interesting to see what happens from there.
The Buzz.
All right. I hate doing this. You got to beat the Jazz, though, right? I mean, come on. If you're going to go out there and play a team that's trying not to win, what do you expect? What is a positive result? The win should be mandatory. Anything you want to see from your Portland Trail Blazers tonight?
Probably a win.
That's it. That's all you need.
I think that's
you don't
it.
need somebody to play well. You don't need Scoot to go out and show out and look good. You don't need Denny Advia to what I'd honestly like Denny Advia to play fewer minutes. Get out there if he's got that lower back thing. I want you to save your guys. I want somebody to step up that is not your bulldozer in Denny Advia and just go out there and let Donovan Clingan.
Yeah,
be
maybe
the star.
Donovan Clingan popping off for 30. That's what I'm
now you're
asking.
talking 30. How about 84? Let's go. That's what I'm rooting for.
The Buzz.
Oh, we are running out of time. You know what? I'm debating. I've got the players up here on the TV. I do kind of want to talk about it, but I got several more NFL stories. I'll do another NFL segment.
Let's do it.
Let's do that. We're gonna punt on golf. We'll talk some more football. I've got Steelers. I've got Falcons. I've got 49ers protecting lithium-ion battery safety. I don't even know what's going on with all of these things. So there is a whole lot more NFL to wrap up the official first week of free agency. We'll do that after we walk over to the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk and see what we missed. What I did want to say about this Players' Championship, Ludwig Olberg's fans all wearing Viking helmets is absolutely awesome. More of the waste management feeling going into other tournaments makes me happy when I watch golf. You can do your thing.
You said you're done with the Players' Championship?
We can do the leaderboard if you want to.
Well, first on the fan, Colin Morikawa has pulled out of the Players' Championship after just one hole. Morikawa said he felt fine in warm-ups, like nothing's been any signs of back problem, and teed it up on 11 and took one practice swing, and I just knew it was gone.
Yeah.
Like I just had the feeling before when it's happened, and I can't swing through it. Trust me, I would play if I could. It's just the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever, you're young. Have you ever swung a golf club and have it hurt?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a bad feeling. Right now, second round leaderboard, Ludwig Oberg, Xander Schauffele, Cam Young are your top three at 11, 10, and 9 under par. Oberg is on the 13th.
Who do you got?
Through 13.
Who do you got?
I love Oberg. I mean, I hate rooting for non-Americans because, I'm such a homer for Team USA. But I actually do really like Oberg. I like the way he plays. He's fun to watch.
I think I'll take Spieth.
Oh, yeah? Where's he at?
He's at -4. He finished out the day, but again, 4 strokes behind, already done with the
Oberg's
day.
11 under. Oberg is through 13, 11 under right now. That's 7.
Yeah, 7.
Hey, tomorrow's moving day. It can happen. I did love Spieth when he was about to be the greatest golfer ever, and then just went, I'll just be pretty good for a while.
I think I'll just be an average.
I'm just gonna hang out for a while.
For more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm Casey Smith from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt, missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Sports Saturday with Joe
All right, so Mike Tomlin finally came out and said his thank yous to everybody in Pittsburgh. He obviously had a long tenure there. I don't know if you'd consider it a great career. I mean, 193 wins ties him all time with Chuck Noll. Chuck Noll had 4 Super Bowls, so you could look at that and go, a little bit more successful or whatever it is. But winning a Super Bowl, never having a losing record on your season, I mean, that is pretty well greatness.
There was a
It's all you can hope for. The big challenge is you play during the Tom Brady era, which is a positive and a negative, right? You got to go up against one of the greatest teams ever, and you can look at it and go, yeah, well, I wasn't going to win in that, but you also were part of the reason that they were so good. You just couldn't quite figure out that recipe. So I don't know anybody that competes at anything that looks at it and goes, I wanted to win more. Like, who doesn't do that? So it kind of ends with a trailing off. It wasn't a whimper. He still made the postseason, but how many years in a row did they go without winning a postseason game?
I think it was 5.
That's tough. So I'm going to give you the floor, young man. Mike Tomlin was the coach pretty much your entire life. So how would you evaluate the Tomlin tenure?
It's tough because, like you said, it's during the Tom Brady era. There was a 3-year run there where Ben was playing his best football, throwing for over 5,000 yards a season, not turning the ball over very much. And then we just ran into Gronkowski every single time in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And it's tough, but when you're able to have that much success and really, I guess, cement the standard that is the Steelers standard.
Yeah. Well,
I can't not thank him for what he's done.
Yeah, for sure. And one of the other challenges that you have too is he won so early. He won a Super Bowl in his third season.
Yeah.
And so then the whole time that's your expectation, and it's very hard to live up to. I appreciate what Mike Tomlin is doing. He has not made any plans for the future. He has just said he's going to spend time with his family, and he's kind of disappeared. I mean, here we are. It's been, almost 2 months since they made their exit from the postseason, and he has not really said much about it. He has not confirmed or denied plans that he will take a TV job if one is offered, but I'd be pretty happy for him if he just rode off into the sunset. His last contract was $50 million or whatever it was. I'm sure he's got some money in the bank. I always appreciate the guys that just disappear and just go, hey, thanks. It's been great. I'm gonna go and hang out. I'm gonna go fishing. I'm gonna go play some golf. I'm gonna just enjoy my life, travel, do whatever you want. You got the money for it, so
because the last thing
best
that
to you, man.
You want for Tomlin is for him to go jump right into the TV role and for him to start saying stuff that people start, I guess, attacking him for his coaching for. When he starts making
I
big
think
claims. And
I think there's a gentleman's agreement that once people move into the booth, like I don't think Jason Garrett gets a whole lot of grief about how meh he was as a coach from within the industry, from the people that he respects. There's not a lot of people that go in there, Rodney Harrison's not across the set going, yeah, but your team was terrible when you were a coach and you were a backup quarterback.
Yeah, Mr. 8-8.
Yeah, exactly. There's not a lot of that professionally. Listen, what's going to happen on social media, you got to ignore that anyways, and I feel like he's already above that, so I think he's fine. You don't hear a lot from players, you don't hear a lot from media, you don't hear a lot from your contemporaries with that, so I think that's probably fine. Here's the other thing that I like about him is he's not lying about doing something ridiculous with his future. This may be true, but it sounds insane. Bryce Huff, defensive lineman for the 49ers, 27 years old, has decided to retire. You know what he says he's going to do? He's going to launch Naberstone, a company dedicated to building safety infrastructure that reduces fire risk in lithium-ion batteries. What?
Huh?
What? Giving up football for that? He says he wants to make the lives safer and protect critical infrastructure. What? Wait, what are you doing? Dude, if you want to retire, I get it. Football's dangerous, and you want to save your body. If he's honest about it, cool. But really,
The global lithium battery industry reached over $300 billion,
a lot of money in it. I get that.
or is expected to reach over $300 billion.
Yeah. Yeah, well, no, I mean, listen, the way that we use and store power will only become more and more critical. The biggest problem with windmills and tidal farms and solar whatever is getting the power to the people that use it, because the wind farms aren't near people because they're big and they're loud and they're in, desolate, windy places. So people don't want any part of that. So figuring out how to do that, I get it. And if he's that smart that he can go and start a company that is building a safer future around lithium-ion batteries, good for you. But I read that and I was like, wait, what? Is this a real thing? Cool. Good for you. Here's another thing you don't have to say out loud. The Atlanta Falcons bring up the idea that Tua is going to be able to compete for a starting job. Duh. We know. No, we're signing a quarterback in his prime to come in with a guy that has not played a full season because he's often injured. We're going to actually let the guy that has had some success in the NFL compete for the starting job. What?
I just want to
That
see
organization just,
I just want to see.
why did they fire Raheem Morris? They were one of the best teams at the end of the season last year. And they're like, you get out of here. Let's try something different. They finally get some momentum. They finally get Kyle Pitts playing well. They've got one of the best backs in all of football. Why wouldn't you bring in a veteran quarterback to try to figure out if you can get that thing working? Somebody that, I'm going to say hopefully, can stay healthy, because Tua hasn't done a very good job of that. Instead, you stack up two guys that can't stay healthy and go, we're going to let them compete. Okay, good luck with that.
I wonder what the folders of their medical evaluations look like, where it's, all right, we just got Tua. Here come the folders.
Yeah, here's the truck. Back it up over here. Beep, beep. Yeah, can't figure that out. The Titans releasing cornerback L'Jarius Sneed. Saves $11.4 million on the cap. This is a late release. You got any interest in getting some L'Jarius Sneed on your team?
No.
Yeah.
Do we like the new Titans unis, though?
That's what I was going to talk about next. That was my lead-in, man. That was the wrap-up. Love the new Titans uniform.
I am all in on those.
The retro, especially in the NFL, always looks good. I like the Seahawks uniform. Somebody was making the argument that the throwbacks look better. I have a hard time disagreeing with that. The throwbacks look sweet, especially in the new cut, right? There's a retro feel to them. But you have to remember, Seattle was terrible before they switched uniforms. They got Mike Holmgren. They got those ugly middle uniforms that I never really liked, with 3 shades of blue for some reason and whatever it was. They did the redesign on the bird, which I kind of liked. Then they went to the new uniforms. I do like those. I like the, what do they call it, action green and all of that. I'm good with those. When you do the retro, it feels cool. If they went back full time to the old school look, I'd be good with that. Bears, Packers, New York Football Giants, some of the ones that just have the real clean, old school look. The Dallas Cowboys, as much as I hate the actual Cowboys, those uniforms look great. It doesn't work for everybody because not everybody has a history that they can go back and lean on like the Steelers do, right? So if you look at it and you go, okay, we've got this. The Titans never really won anything. They got close. They got a Dyson arm length away from a Super Bowl, but never quite got over the hump. But the uniforms just, they always felt like this new modern. And this is the problem if you're going to complain about the Seahawks uniforms. Everybody has navy.
Yep.
Every uniform has a navy blue in it. So going back to the, you know what that blue is called on the Oilers/Titans?
Powder blue?
Love You Blue.
Love You
Blue. LUVYA Blue. It is Love Ya Blue. They got rid of the flaming thumbtack, as it was disingenuously, affectionately called online. So that is gone. They've got a much more retro logo. They've got the 6 strings that they're going to do on the side of the thing to represent the guitar being in Nashville. I think the whole thing looks really good. I loved the Oilers uniforms back in the day. So this is, to me, this is great. It's not necessarily a return to their roots in Tennessee, but their roots as a franchise. I dig it. They look
I'm
awesome.
all for it. I just want to know what their color rush unis are going to look like now.
Yeah. I mean, that's a fair question. I mean, if they did head to toe Love You Blue, I'd
Like,
be
if that's the
curious. But
standard-
is the color rush really still a thing?
I believe Thursday night football games will.
Well, they have the rivalry uniforms, is what they've
Right.
switched to. So that's what they went to. The Decibel Wolf Gray that the Seattle rolled out. The Sandstorm that they did in Arizona. That one looked absolutely awful on the Cardinals. The 49ers black ones, okay. The Midnight Blue looked okay on the
There was
on the Rams.
the Rams black ones as well.
I like the Jets, like kind of that super dark green. It was almost like a military green. The Gotham, whatever they called their uniforms. I like the denim look that New England had. I mean, but if you went all white, that's what Buffalo did. They went all white. Who was the other? There's one other team.
Cincinnati went.
Oh
all
no,
white.
the dark Dolphins. Those look good. No, because only 2 divisions did the rivalry uniforms last year. So they'll pick. I imagine they'll pick new divisions to do it this year. But I really like the super dark
The Dolphins. They're called the Dark Water jerseys.
Yeah, I like those. So I don't know which divisions they're going to do this year, but I imagine they'll probably do that where they roll them out. I would think that the 2 conferences or divisions that rolled them out last year will probably have them back out again this year. But who knows? Who knows what the NFL is doing with uniforms? It's just a way to sell more jerseys. Let's be honest. We all know what this is. Why do they make Yankees hats red? Because some dummy's going to go out and buy a red Yankees hat, and he'll be dumb enough to wear it with the old pinstripe uniform just to piss off the host of his radio show that he's working on with him. So
It's red, white, and blue today.
okay. Is it July 4th?
We're playing Canada.
It's not an all Yankees team. I see what you tried there. I guess I'll give you a little bit on that.
America's team.
Oh, barf. Get lost. All right. Well, hey, let's do one more for the road. We'll do it next. It is Happy Hour on 105.1 The Fan. All right, kids, if you missed anything from the show, there's a podcast. It's available on our website. That is 1051thefan.com. You can get it at odyssey.com. You can go to the Odyssey app or find it wherever you find your podcasts. Mr. Smith, what are the listeners saying on the text line and the YouTube chat that we need to address?
Someone saying that they were born in 1994. They've been feeling your pain for a while.
I was born in 1981, so yeah, that's very, very young in my eyes too. So yeah, but it's the getting old as a sports fan is definitely a weird thing. Like I remember, you play football in high school and you think you're tough or whatever. You watch the NFL, like, oh, that hit looks really bad. Now I see a quarterback get like stepped on as they back out of the pocket and fall down. I'm like, oh man, if I fell like that, take me a couple days to get up. See one of the cameramen get run over, and that's the guy you relate to. You're like, oh, yeah, that guy shouldn't have gotten so close to those big, strong guys. Definitely a different lens that you look through. And now the really weird thing is watching your kids play sports and going out and kind of watching the way they're doing it. Because, I mean, my kids are 9 right now. They're not doing anything special. They're, just playing with all the other kids or whatever. But then you're like, ooh, there's a little spark of potential. And now you get all interested in, maybe they'll be good enough to get a scholarship. Maybe they'll be good enough. It's just such a bizarre thing. And it's a journey that you're just starting, young man. Like when you watch pros in sports that you played, do you go, if I was a little bit taller, if I was a little bit bigger?
Yes, but also I go, God, they're more capable of doing so much more than I am.
Yeah, but I had 3 older brothers, 6'4", each of them. I'm still 5'10", but in high school football, I was like, man, if I was 6'4", if I was that big, I could have been, I would have been. Now I'm like, oh, thank God I didn't go play college football. Everybody I know had 6 surgeries on their knees. Very different perspective.
Yeah, I got a brother who's 6'2", and again, tallest guy in my
And
family, I'd go.
And he wasted all his potential. If you had that kind of height, you'd have been unstoppable.
Still no.
Okay, good for you. Anything else we need to address?
No, I think that's it.
All right, let's do. So I mentioned I want to talk a little bit of golf. I love Ludwig Oberg's Viking fan base. The World Baseball Classic, we've been talking a little bit more about the fans, I think, than we have the actual baseball games, depending on what we're talking about. But the idea of fans going out there and becoming part of the action is starting to kind of appeal to me. You wore your red, white, and blue today, young man. Do we need to somehow figure out how to get the USA ramped up for the World Baseball Classic like they do for Olympic hockey, like they do for the Ryder Cup is one thing that I was thinking. What's your strategy to get people more jacked about Team USA baseball?
Again, all you got to do is just worry about yourself. I'm getting myself ready today.
All right. I appreciate. Well, I got red. I got blue. I think I'm good to go.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, I'll get pumped as the day goes on. Like I said, I will be watching it sneakily on my phone while the entire family and friends watch Zootopia 2 tonight. Please wish me luck. Hey, it's been a great week. Casey Smith, thank you as always. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Can't live without thanking Isaac Ropp. We're all done. For now, bye-bye.